What he say to depict prob in single word is a there's a tremendous distinction in energy universally in this present reality where the music business sparkling outside periodically disguises a maze of dim insider facts and distress a new occasion, has everybody talking the renowned 50 penny who is notable for his tenacious savaging has sent off an astounding new assault against Diddy and Jay-Z. His astounding new video includes considerably additional crazy ideas from him inferring that Jay-Z wept. Owing to Diddy's notorious gatherings, the world knows about Diddy and Jay-Z's connections, sir. In spite of the fact that Jayz and Diddy had recently made a public demonstration of their kinship, Diddy said in a prior interview that his mom and Jay-Z could give him the name Sam. Their association is deep-rooted in the music business. Diddy's site combs worldwide elements and image of both of them together unexpectedly, however. The circumstance has switched. Many tales have been made by 50 Cent's into NC words. Could there have been more happening than only fellowship among Diddy and Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z keeping his own all-around maintained mysteries due to Diddy's hostile comments? What's truly thrilling the music business is the genuine story behind these hits. We need to figure out the fact that they were so close to one another. How about we investigate Diddy and Jay-Z's initial long periods of notoriety in 1999? Their vocations were prepared to go to pieces when Diddy was once captured on charge of having a gun and accepting kickbacks. The entire world watched in dread. This difficult issue impacted three individuals, including his dazzling sweetheart Jennifer Lopez. Jay-Z, who has a hazardous past, was likewise dealing with his own legitimate issues. He was blamed for cutting a man after a warm debate. In his examination of that turbulent time, Dan Charles of the Large Recompense calls attention to that Jay and Puff needed to choose whether to surrender their hallucination of vagrancy in response to the capture. They changed from streetwise craftsmen to titans of trade. At this urgent crossroads in their lives, the hip jump people group was likewise affected all the more extensively by these occasions. It meant that the less decent neighborhoods were beginning to give way to the seedier areas. Hip bounce craftsmen confronted strain to separate themselves from road entertainers and artists as the class developed increasingly more productive travel once again into the past to the famous Cat Club in Midtown on December 1999. Jay-Z's climb has been helped by his record-breaking bowl execution after difficult existence questions spear about pilfered duplicates of his unreleased collection on Rivera. A battle broke out between Jay-Z and Rivera. Per reports, Jay-Z cut Rivera. One of the significant changes in Jay-Z's life was the occurrence which made him re-examine his road attitude. Assuming somebody unveiled your record without your assent, you might sue them. Chairs kept underling. And the psychological change Jay-Z needed to go through. You can't deal with it by the Bicoms, who was then likewise alluded to as Puff Daddy, was at the apex of his capacities as well as running the notable record organization Terrible Kid Records. He was likewise making money of millions from various other effective organizations that would all change, however. After only one night at Club New York following a fight, Combs and his better half Jennifer Lopez were shot, harmed, and taken to the medical clinic. A PP investigator office witness named Derek Parker detailed seeing various notable lawyers holding on to talk with a work area official at the station house behind blockades. J-Lo was cuffed to a survey. They confronted allegations of endeavoring to take hush money and unlawfully conveying a weapon without approval. The capture flagged an emotional change in the legitimate remaining of hip bounce. The keep it genuine demeanor of the 1990s gave way to a more corporate, well-disposed picture for notable performers once the occasions of 1999 struck, as they comprehended that the roads were as of now not a reasonable jungle gym. These occasions assisted Diddy and Jay-Z with developing into the fruitful colleagues they are today, while Diddy rebranded himself as P. Diddy and fabricated an extravagant business. Jay-Z turned into the main hip bounce tycoon. With rock country and a socially disapproved of vocation, everybody wants to find out whether these two legends, as 50 penny as a late guaranteed, are as yet tortured by their pasts. What more secrets are concealed underneath the outer layer of their wonderful professions? We figure out later in this legendary show that 50 penny was in grieved connections in the past with Diddy and Jay-Z. This set of experiences has been framed by his firm devotion to trustworthiness and his disdain for the unscrupulousness and childishness that he feels describe the business in the disagreeable 1999 melody. How to ransack the up-and-coming rapper freely ridiculed different rappers, including, in all honesty, Jay-Z's he rapped his stuck solid genuine sentences. Why explicitly is that the situation there were only 4,000 giga devices sold his life currently has direction not extremely content with the working the Bentley Cura 4 entryway vehicle for a moderately obscure performer. It was an unsafe choice, yet it additionally laid the basis for the contention that would ultimately characterize their professions. The Rockefeller Prime supporter of Jay-Z complained by melodious affronts from the 1950s in 1999. He sang a tune called It's Blistering Some Like It Blistering at Blistering 97 Summer Jam, in which he designated Jigaya and Cave. I'm around 50 pennies to $1 what the occasion drew consideration from hip jump devotees overall, and created Public Talk 2003 saw 50 Penny appreciate extraordinary achievement on account of the ubiquity of his presentation collection, Get Rich or Bite the Dust Trying, and the Single Day Club Mind. All of the forthcoming tidal wave. Jay-Z asks the Stone Ayala team to deliver more music with an end goal to stop the 50 Penny wave by and by. As Jay-Z expressed in a 2013 Breakfast Club discussion, the rest of the rap scene needed to hold on until In Day Club out of the blue arose. 4 months after the fact, 50 Penny and Jay-Z accepted that the Reebok brand joined them as their professions advanced. They had worked together on a Reebok business, yet their disparities continued not to be outperformed. 50 people. Any guarantee that Jay-Z's S. Carter Kick sold sixfold the number of sets of Gunit Reebok shoes as his own. Their main vital melodic undertaking was a 2007 cooperation with Jay-Z, Diddy on a remix of 50 Penny's melody I Get Cash Anyway. Notwithstanding this coordinated exertion, the opposition was wildly furious. 50 Penny got a humorous notice from Jay-Z's expressing that he was as yet the proprietor of NYC. Their allies partook in each joke and intriguing discussion, and their competition was unfought. Lynching their threat never truly died down even as their business realms grew. 50 Penny featured the distinctions in their different vocation ways and freely went after the music business. He declared in a notable meeting that he and Jay-Z had never discussed whether they were rivals. There is a huge energy contrast between 50 Penny and Jay-Z on a worldwide scale. It is his top-rated record, having sold very nearly 430,000 duplicates, 2 of my top-rated collections each having sold north of 5 million. In duplicates. Get Rich or Kick the Bucket is the Butcher House's witticism. It's memorables essential that the 2002 debate among Diddy and 50 Penny in regards to their terrible kid marks just exacerbated the situation. Bits of gossip were coursing that 50 Cent was going to sign a record manage the name after his gathering with Diddy at that point. Anyway, Diddy at last altered his perspective, which is viewed as one of awful young men's greatest blunders in history. Junit part Tony Yayo uncovered in an open meeting that Diddy was hesitant to buy 50 Penny due to the embarrassment encompassing him and his pack, which remembers their contentions for the music business and on the road. Diddy would thusly come to lament the decision as 50 Penny's profession took off and arrived at up till now unfathomable levels. The music business is stunned when increasingly more data about Diddy and Jay-Z's confounded past surfaces. However, it was accepted that the issue had died down. Unforeseen cases and hints have confused the two insiders and fans, resuscitating the conversation when Cassie at first documented a $30 billion claim against Diddy. She guaranteed various frightening things. For example, actual attack in the dealing of sex and medication with the help of lawyer Benjamin Brahman. Diddy indignantly disproved these cases because of their well-established ill will. 50 Penny felt compelled to ridicule the awful kid mogul, despite the fact that the Tempest had proactively started to construct 50 Penny derided Diddy with the harsh tweet, "Damn sibling love, thoughtful love, kindly love, you seem to be a fantasy over here." Regardless of the way that you're remarkable, yet 50 Penny wasn't content to simply ridicule them. He said that he expected to make a narrative in regards to the supposed attacks by and give the returns to noble cause that help casualties of rape. This evil act expanded the stakes in a generally flammable situation, driving watchers to conjecture about what more mysteries might become Isabel, as the narrative went on, think 50 pennies.